Imagine celebrating a happy moment, your engagement, and suddenly someone you never expected to see there appears. This is exactly what happened in an exclusive restaurant in Athens, where Yaman and Sarah were enjoying a perfect night, surrounded by laughter and knowing looks. But just when everything seemed to be going perfectly, the door opened, and Demet Khan's ex, entered with imposing elegance and a mix of surprise in her eyes, seeing Khan and Sarah together. For a moment, time seemed to stop. Khan looked down, Sarah squeezed his hand, and the murmur of those present filled the room. Many thought Demet would leave quietly, but she did not. She walked firmly towards them, as if she had rehearsed that scene 1,000 times. She approached, wished them happiness with a smile that seemed forced, leaving everyone speechless. Sarah looked at her with a mix of admiration and distrust, while Khan barely managed to say anything. What almost no one saw was the small tear Demet wiped away as she turned, an intimate gesture noticed only by a nearby waitress. That image went viral within seconds, while thousands on social media wondered, does Demet still have feelings for Khan, or did she just want to close a chapter? Hours later, as Demet walked away visibly upset, Sarah was heard saying to Khan, "Sometimes the ghosts of the past come back when you least expect them." This phrase exploded on social media and became a worldwide trend. The next day, Demet was intercepted by the media. She tried to stay calm but couldn't hold back tears, as she said it was all too much and asked for respect. That night, alone in her hotel room, she knew every gesture of hers was being analyzed, and the pressure was enormous. Despite everything, Demet was later seen in a nearby cafe where, with a sincere smile, she said, "Life goes on and everyone writes their own story." That phrase went viral and generated even more empathy for her. Meanwhile, Khan and Sarah took refuge in the hotel. Rumors say they argued, though others say the test only strengthened their relationship. The truth is, from that moment on, nothing was the same between the three. The media quickly exploited the scandal. Covers with titles like "Demet breaks down in tears," "Khan caught between two loves," and "Sarah responds with silence" flooded magazines and TV shows. Close friends started giving versions that only increased uncertainty. Fans were divided, some supporting Demet, others defending Khan and Sarah's love. Social media filled with theories, memes, and debates. Even Khan's mother made a gesture on social media, interpreted as a hidden message, reigniting controversy. And as if that wasn't enough, a rumor surfaced. Producers of a popular series were interested in bringing Khan and Demet together in the same project, taking advantage of the frenzy sparked by this unexpected meeting. Could this be the start of a professional reconciliation? This moment was etched in everyone's memory and continues to raise questions. Which side are you on? Team Demet or Team Sarah? Tell us your opinion in the comments. If you want to stay updated on all the secrets, loves, and dramas of your favorite celebrities, subscribe now and activate the bell. Here you will live every story as if it were yours. The best is yet to come. Join us and don't miss the next scandal.
Sometimes I wonder when we stopped valuing women who choose serenity over scandal, who prefer to walk with their heads held high rather than dive into the mud of spectacle. Amid so much noise and provocation, Demet Özdemir's attitude becomes almost an act of silent rebellion, because while the world speculates, she chooses respect for herself. While many seek headlines, she keeps walking her path without looking back. For me, that has immeasurable value. Some don't understand it, but every gesture of hers, every absence of reaction, speaks louder than any public statement. Demet has shown admirable steadfastness, a strength that needs no words, and that, frankly, is not seen every day. They say Khan appeared in Greece, stayed at the same hotel, tried to apologize. Maybe it's true, but what's clear is that she did not fall into the trap of nostalgia, nor was dragged by external emotions. That kind of decision comes not from coldness, but clarity. Because when a woman knows who she is, she doesn't need to return to the past to affirm herself. There is one image that stayed with me. That tear that escaped her eyes was not weakness, but pure humanity. It was the mark of a story that hurt but did not break her. It was the symbolic closure of something that, although many refuse to accept, is over. Many still try to reduce her to that relationship with Khan Yaman as if her identity depended on that chapter. But Demet has already shown her worth goes far beyond a broken love story. Her career, her character, her way of facing life all speak of a complete woman who doesn't need any partner to shine. Yet they keep inventing things. Children who never existed, secret weddings, unreal scenes. What is so hard to accept that she simply turned the page? Why insist on reliving what is clearly past? Demet has chosen the path of respect, reserve, maturity. She does not seek confrontations or explanations. She doesn't feed rumors or respond to provocations. And that, to me, is the greatest act of strength one can have in this intimacy-devouring world. The way she has stayed firm, without being dragged into drama, without trying to defend herself from every attack, seems admirable. Her silence is not emptiness. It is a conscious decision to protect herself, to prioritize her inner peace above spectacle. While others make scandals or fiery statements, she simply moves forward. She focuses on her work, her projects, her personal growth. And that doesn't mean she isn't in pain, but she has chosen not to stay trapped in it. Sometimes the most revolutionary thing is precisely that: not to shout, not to answer, not to attack. And in this sense, Demet has become an example of how to live with dignity even when they want to drag you into the mud. In every public appearance, in every restrained gesture, in every serene look, she shows that true strength is not in raising your voice, but in knowing when to say nothing. That's why I respect her deeply, because she has managed to navigate the sea of rumors and attacks with a disarming elegance, because she has chosen coherence over noise, dignity over revenge, the present over the past. And even if many insist on tying her to a story that no longer belongs to her, I see a woman who moves forward, breathes, rebuilds herself in her own way. And that, believe me, not everyone achieves.